Do you realize how sometimes we treat our conversation with God in a very casual way? We're there lying in bed, exhausted, with our eyes heavy with sleep. We whisper a few rushed words and then switch off. But reflect with me. Does the Creator of the universe deserve to receive only the last tired fragments of our day? Are we offering Him our best energy, or only the leftovers of what remains? When we study the Scriptures, we discover that the men and women who walked with God deeply understood the importance of reverence in His presence. Daniel chose to kneel 3 times a day before the Lord, even knowing that this decision could lead to his death in the lion's den. King David would wake up during the night solely to express gratitude to the Most High. And our Savior Jesus prostrated himself completely in the Garden of Gethsemane, interceding with such intensity that his sweat became like drops of blood falling to the ground. These servants of God understood a fundamental truth. Our physical posture reflects the condition of our heart. It is not merely about the position of the body, but about showing genuine respect, total surrender, and sacred reverence before the throne of grace. They never approached the Lord carelessly or indifferently. They stood with dignity, bent their knees in humility, shed sincere tears, and cried out with fervor. Yet, we often trade this holy place of reverence for a lazy routine of praying in bed. The adversary of our souls rejoices in this, because he manages to settle us into false comfort, empty routine, making us lose the intensity and the power that should mark our moments in the divine presence. Let me introduce myself. My name is David. I am the founder of the channel Cristo Reset. Subscribe to the channel and comment with a heart and lightning emoji red heart high voltage, and I will give a like and a little heart on your comment, because the word of Christ's love penetrates our hearts and causes a reset in our lives. Don't forget to check out the important links I left in the video description. Why have we developed the habit of praying lying down? In most cases, the answer is simple: spiritual laziness. We wrongly think, well, God knows my tiredness. He understands my heart. Surely He knows and understands, but He also discerns when we are offering Him our best versus when we are giving only the crumbs of our devotion. Prayer represents a sacred meeting with the King of Kings. Imagine that you have an appointment with an extremely important person, a president, an influential leader, or someone you deeply admire. Would you show up lying down, disheveled, without any preparation? Absolutely not. You would get up, prepare yourself properly, and show the respect that is due. If we do this for human beings, why do we treat the sovereign of the universe with less consideration? The Scriptures present us with countless examples of how body posture intensifies the power of prayer. Hannah, the future mother of the prophet Samuel, prayed with such anguish that her words could not come out. Only her lips moved before the Lord, but her heart was crying out. The prophet Elijah, when interceding for rain, bowed completely, placing his face between his knees, showing total dependence and surrender to God. There is a powerful spiritual principle here. The body influences the heart. When we remain lying down during prayer, our body relaxes and our mind drifts, turning our conversation with God into a weak and distracted routine. But when we rise, when we bend our knees, when we lift our hands, something awakens in our soul. Our physical body assists our heart in genuinely seeking the face of the Lord. The greatest danger of always praying while lying down, without real attention, is the gradual cooling of our spiritual life. Progressively, our prayer turns into empty words, without substance, without true intensity. The enemy celebrates this condition because he knows that a powerless prayer does not produce supernatural results. But when a child of God kneels, cries out with authentic faith, and fully surrenders, the heavens move and darkness trembles. Allow me to ask you directly, how have your prayers been lately? Are they the kind that barely get started because sleep wins first, or are they the kind that genuinely touch the Father's heart? My friend, I don't share this to condemn you, but as a loving warning. God is calling us back to true reverence. It is not about empty religiosity or human traditions. It is about recognizing who He truly is. The Creator who does not deserve only our last sleepy words before bedtime. He is worthy of our quality time, our sincere surrender, our highest priority. Therefore, rise today. Get out of bed to pray. Kneel in His presence. Eliminate distractions. Set apart exclusive moments for Him. Because when we rise to seek God with seriousness, He bends down to meet us. When we create sacred space for His presence, He comes and completely fills that space. Remember this eternal truth. Revival never begins in bed. It begins on your knees before the throne of grace. The posture of your body reflects the posture of your heart, and God is worthy of our best. How have your prayers been lately? Have you been seeking God with reverence, or have you been giving Him only the scraps of your day? Share your experience in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to the Cristo Reset channel. Leave your like if this message touched your heart, and share it with those friends who also need this spiritual reset in their prayer lives. The love of Jesus is alive for all of us, and He desires to completely transform the way we approach Him. Until the next video, and may God bless your journey of intimacy with the Father.